presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Home court advantage goes to the Mavericks playing here in the American Airlines Center. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. And guys, taking a look at Tyreke Evans, what are your thoughts on him?
Well, I think the biggest strength for Evans is his penetration and finishing ability. He's a strong kid, deceptive ball handler, and he uses those shifty moves to get into the lane, and then that strength allows him to get to the basket and finish.
Man, the creativity as a finisher, really impressive, not to mention the strength. I mean, that's a lethal combination. He can finish with power or go finesse on you. Pelicans ended up being the name that New Orleans chose when it was all over. And I like the new look uniforms, but they had some other options as well that sounded pretty good to me. How about the brass? Because it gives nod to the music that New Orleans has popularized.
Now here is Holiday. Evans kicks to Holiday. Into Smith. Nowitzki with the steal. Ellis, the pass to Calderon. The feed to Dallenberg. Misses from close range. Well, definitely a nice sounding name. Other options were the Swamp Dogs, the Bull Sharks, the Mosquitoes. Steve, all in all, you have to think they went the right way with the Pelicans.
I don't know. My personal favorite was the Rougarou. I don't even know what that means, but that was in the mix. Would have puzzled a lot of other people around the country besides me, but better than Mosquitoes, that's for sure. Pelicans was probably the right way to go.
Now here's Marion after Eric Gordon's miss. No block shot, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Dallenberg's got the first points up on the board here for the Mavs. And here's Holiday. Eric Gordon on the wing. Passes it to Davis. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And so here is Dallas. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Ellis against Gordon. Shot clock at 6. The drive by Ellis. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Well, Monte Ellis has never been short on confidence, and last year he went as far as comparing himself to Dwayne Wade, saying the only difference between them is that Wade has rings. That's a pretty big difference, though.
Free throw good, Ellis. And you talk about the talent and confidence for Monte Ellis. Steve, what's the balance between confidence and like overconfidence?
Well, I think the balance is in your decision making, and that's the trickiest thing for really talented young players to figure out. It's just when to attack and when to back off a little bit. And that's all stuff that just comes with experience.
And Ellis drops them both. Here's Holiday. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Pass to Gordon. Gordon off a pick from Smith. Gordon with it. And it's Marion picking him up. And Holiday kicks to Evans. The kick out to Holiday. 5 on the clock. There's Gordon with the 3. Davis dishes to Gordon. That doesn't go either for Gordon. Evans outside. Smith sets the pick for Evans. And he banks in the layup.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Feeds it to Ellis. Nowitzki with the screen on Gordon. Ellis, that's good.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And Holiday kicks to Gordon. New Orleans moving the ball around. Right side, Gordon. Here's Davis. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Ellis outside. He dishes it to Nowitzki. On the wing, Ellis, defended by Gordon. Here's D'Alembert. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
He's so dominant in the low post. You just can't let him get the ball in there so tight.
Too easy. It was really simple for him to go to work there.
Now here is Holiday. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And the basket by Gordon.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Here's Calderon. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to talk to head coach Rick Carlisle. Going into this game and scouting the opposition, he told me he's a huge fan of Drew Holiday, saying, you know, Drew's still a guy with so much potential. You just don't see that many point guards with his kind of frame. 6'4", close to 2 bills, and a great skill set to match. He's a guy you love to watch, but you often hate to go up against. Kevin, we'll see if he can have a big impact in this one.
Thank you, Doris. And Monte Ellis again. Ellis has got 8 points.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Yeah, that's right. So you push it. That's the best opportunity for points on the break. This lead, I think, is headed north.
And that one's good. 5 points in the game.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Calderon gets a screen from Marion. Calderon kicks to Ellis. And he uses the glass on the layup.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Pelicans trail by 3. Holiday attacking. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Drew Holiday established himself as an elite player in a breakout year. When the team decided to move Iguodala, they were looking for a leader, and their young point guard stepped right into that role.
And for Drew Holiday, with the departure of Iguodala and Lou Williams, the ball was in his hands a lot more last season. And, of course, as we know, he made his first All-Star game appearance.
Well, he really produced, Kevin. He upped his scoring, almost doubled his assists, received a lot of votes for most improved. And you mentioned the All-Star game. I mean, he's just 23 years old, so it's got to feel good for Philadelphia to have their point guard of the future.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Anderson's checked in. That one is no good.
Certainly was not the year the Mavs expected or had in mind last season. After retooling and expecting a playoff appearance, they ended up out of the playoffs and looking for answers.
Now here's Calderon. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Holiday, trailing by 4. And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And back to the Mavs, 24-17 at home, which is a solid record, but you have to be better than solid, I think, Steve, to get into the playoffs in the Western Conference.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Kevin. And you think about the Mavs' shortcomings last year. I mean, Dirk being hurt early, so they didn't mesh well. And then, but when he did come back, there probably was too much ground to make up. So hopefully Dallas can have a full season of health for Dirk and the rest of the roster.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
That first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Pelicans trail by 4. Holiday, the pass to Gordon. And Holiday kicks to Anderson. And it's off from three-point range. For Dallas, they've gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. Marion dishes to Wright. Can't hit. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Evans, and he gets it to go. Evans has got 6.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
Now here's Ellis. 10 points for him. And it's Nowitzki missing.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Anderson, a screen on Calderon. Holiday, the pass to Evans. Holiday against Calderon. 6 on the shot clock. Gordon goes in. And he hits it to tie the game up. 7 points in the game.
It looked like he may have been showboating a little bit at the end of that one.
Calderon kicks to Mary. Here's Nowitzki. Dallas, no good that time either.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Gordon off a pick from Anderson. Gordon dishes to Anderson. That puts them in the lead. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Nowitzki, the pass to Marion. Poke loose, taken away by Holiday. Goes up, and he lays that one in.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Again, the miss by Nowitzki.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Marion with the steal. 3 on 3. No good again that time. Pelicans leading by 4. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Calderon. And Holiday kicks to Evans. Here's Gordon. Another one falls for New Orleans.
He's created some
Mavericks trail by 6. Harris outside. There's the dish to Wright. Picked his pocket. Outside Holiday. Shot off the pick. They grab their own miss. And it's blocked by Wright. And here is Ellis. 10 points for him. Pass to Crowder. Back to Ellis. Here's the teardrop. And he gets the bucket. Ellis has got 12.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Holiday off a pick from Steensman. Holiday dishes to Rivers. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Rivers has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Rivers against Ellis. Kicks it to Harris. Left side, Harris. Can't get it to go. Good D by Holiday.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for New Orleans.
How about the first quarter for him at the offensive end? He's really had the touch going.
Harris outside. He feeds it to Ellis. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. Good on the shot. Ellis has got 14 points for the game.
Well, he's in a groove right now. The touch is flowing. 6 of 6 from the field.
This looks like one of those games where everything's going his way, and he's got to continue to fire. Take advantage of the touch you feel right now.
Now here's Rivers. 6 to shoot. Anderson. And Wright pulls it down. Mavericks trail by 8. Here's Ellis. Good. 16 points for him.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Rivers passes to Steensma. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Well, his shot blocking is always a factor, guys. That presence around the rim defensively just changes the whole picture strategically.
And something else he does that I know is underrated and undervalued is he sets very hard screens. Those screens are a real key component of a lot of the plays they run.
No good on that one. No luck that time either.
You know, there were high hopes for New Orleans last season, but after a slow start and injuries, they quickly fell out of the race. And you look back at the young players they played, and you can see why they struggled, but perhaps down the road it might serve them well.
And it's Carter missing.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
So it's the Mavericks now, following the shot by Drew Holiday. That's good. And now just a 4-point Pelican lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint. An unusual skill set for a big man. The long-range shot gives you such good spacing offensively.
And that one's good, Ellis. Ellis has got 18 points in the game.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Pelicans on top. They're up by 5. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pelicans.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And I like the physical play we're seeing, too, because this is a club that's really pounding the paint area and scoring inside.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for New Orleans right now, Rivers at the 2 with Aminu at the 3. Davis and Smith together down low. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. The shot by D'Alembert, no good. New Orleans leading by 5. Rivers kicks to Holiday. Aminu with it, looking for his first basket still in this one.
He was viewed as a bit of a filler piece when he was moved in the Chris Paul trade, but last season, Al-Farouq Aminu made some huge strides towards becoming an impact player on the court.
It's his first trip to the line.
Well, he hit his foul shots at about a 74% clip last season.
That free throw good from Aminu. A different look for Dallas. Marion comes in for Jay Crowder, and it's Calderon in for Ellis. Two free throws for Aminu. Mavericks trail by 7. Harris up top. He's guarded by Rivers. Carter. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu. And for Aminu last season, a career high in minutes and Steve field goal percentage.
Well, he's 6'9", very athletic. Still a little bit of a tweener, stuck in kind of between that 3 and 4 spot. But he's got a ton of potential. He can rebound, he can put the ball on the floor, and he should be a versatile defender as well.
That's good from Carter. Tyreek Evans is checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
You know, the Mavs, like many teams, are always aware of who the free agents are that might help them become better. And prior to last season, they made sure they got their finances in order to make a run at Darren Williams to bring him home to Texas. Didn't work out, but they did the same thing this last offseason.
Now here's Nowitzki. Poked loose. It's stolen by Davis. Rivers against Nowitzki. Out to Smith. Now here is Holiday. He's got 6. Now the pass to Davis. The shot by Holiday, no good.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Gentlemen, Tyreek Evans is now on a new team in New Orleans with a brand new 4-year contract. The former Rookie of the Year in Sacramento, but some of the Kings felt he hadn't developed the way they had hoped. Clearly, the Pelicans felt differently. They hoped to vie for a playoff spot this season, with Evans' versatility enabling him to play multiple positions. He said, quote, "I'm about winning," adding that whether it's starting or coming off the bench in a Manu Ginobili type role, he's on board. Guys?
He's done a great job. Thanks, Doris. Here's Carter. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Carter's got 5 points so far. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Rivers dishes to Evans. And that is good. He's got 8.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get.
Mavericks trail by 8. Here is Calderon. Here's Nowitzki. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
That's a battle they haven't been winning today, guys. Their work on the glass has to improve.
And that's not the only thing that's gone against them.
Davis setting the pick for Rivers. Back to Evans. Calderon against Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Good work defensively by Carter.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Good. Carter's got 7.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Here's Rivers. And Dallenberg pulls it down. Dallenberg's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Marion. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon.
Gotta love the hook shot there, old school.
Pelicans leading by 4. Holiday, the pass to Evans. Davis with a screen on Marion. Evans kicks to Holiday. Back to Evans. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 10 points for him.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Calderon with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Calderon dishes to Dallenberg. Can't connect from short range.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
And that's Evans penetrating. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Gordon's checked in for the Pelicans. Mavericks trail by 6. Calderon kicks to Nowitzki. Wide open. That's good.
The defense just couldn't get a hand in his face. Couldn't challenge the shot.
Yeah, made his height advantage count that time.
Davis setting the pick for Holiday. Outside, Davis. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Pelicans have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line.
About a year ago, they converted about 78% of their free throws as a team, so pretty solid there.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Well, it's a nice job of really making the most of their opportunities.
Dallas making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Gordon kicks to Smith. The drive by Gordon. Outside Holiday. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. 9 points for Drew Holiday.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Here's Harris. And Davis sends it back. Evans outside. Dishes to Holiday. On the wing, Gordon. Evans outside. Clock at 6. The kick out to Holiday. A 3-ball. Shot, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And it's Harris off the drive. Nowitzki, the pass to Marion. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
You know, well, the days of the Matrix putting up 22 and 12 with a couple of steals every night are long gone, but Shawn Marion is still a big factor for teams as he's such a solid defender with his reach and really causes problems in the passing lanes when he's out there active.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. Monty Williams had some words for his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Evans. That is one part of this game that Coach isn't particularly happy about. He wants him taking on more responsibility when they've got the ball. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thanks again, Doris. And Holiday kicks to Smith. That's good. And the Pelicans lead by 8. And at 35 years of age, Shawn Marion still an outstanding rebounder, top 5 among small forwards and rebound rate last season.
And inside, he's very dangerous. He's got a lot of little funky shots, little floaters and runners. He does have the ability to step out and make a 3, particularly from the corner, but it's really in the paint where he does his damage.
Here's Holiday. Jose Calderon making his last shot. Gordon dishes to Smith. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter.
Mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
And it's Harris off the drive. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Well, that was Dirk Nowitzki getting in the way of the defense right there. Well done.
Holiday, the pass to Gordon. Gordon off a pick from Smith. Gordon kicks to Evans. The feed to Smith. Back to Evans. Outside Holiday. Outside Gordon. And the 3 off target.
Boy, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Nowitzki with the screen on Davis. Calderon dishes to Nowitzki. Carter on the wing. Stolen by Holiday. Into Smith. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 6 assists now in the game.
Sixers gave Holiday that big extension prior to last season. He rewarded them with an all-star year. And, of course, then he was eventually moved on to the Pelicans in a draft day deal. But a lot of value in Drew Holiday.
Mavericks trail by 8. Wright sets a screen for Harris. He kicks to Ellis. And Tyreke Evans is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Passes to Carter. Eric Gordon with the rebound. And going back to Holiday, rewarding the Sixers with an all-star season, and Clark still young as well.
I like what I've seen from this young man. He'll continue to improve. I like that he was more aggressive using his size and getting to the rim, increased his free throw attempts. He's got to learn to continue to minimize those turnovers and get outside of the top 2 in the league in most turnovers committed. That's something that I'm sure he'll be locked into getting better at.
Now here is Carter. He has 7. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Carter's got 7 now in this quarter.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Holiday, the pass to Gordon. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devin Harris. That's his first foul. And so it's New Orleans with it. They've led by as much as 10. The shot by Holiday, no good.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Harris kicks to Crowder. Pass to Wright. Banked in off the glass. Wright's got his first points of the game.
He kind of threaded the needle with that pass into the paint.
Holiday dishes to Steamsma. Steamsma gets the screen from Holiday. Anderson a screen on Wright. Aminu the pass to Steamsma. 6 on the shot clock. Gordon with it. And it's Carter picking him up. Carter with the block. Ellis goes in. Feeds to Harris. Back to Ellis. Dallas moving the ball around. Lets it go with a 3. Harris misses.
Yeah, again, iffy shot selection there. Defender draped all over him.
Well, you got to understand who's guarding you in that situation. I mean, if he's on you tight, you can't just rise up and try to shoot over the top. You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Ellis, that's good.
They're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Holiday goes in.
The Mavericks having lots of trouble defending against Holiday.
9 points and 6 assists. He's shown some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
Well, that's not a combination too many players are capable of either, guys.
That free throw missing.
As long as New Orleans has been in the Southwest Division, guys, it's never been easy for them. They won the division back in 2008, but every other year before or since, they haven't been able to finish better than 3rd.
And he's good on the second.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
Harris kicks to Ellis. He dishes it to Crowder. Out to Harris. There's the triple. Another 3 for Dallas. And going on about the Pelicans' history in the Southwest. Finished in last place, Steve, a season ago, and that's the 3rd time in 4 years that's been the case.
It's tough to be a young team in probably the best division in the NBA. I mean, you look at who they have to go against, the Spurs, Dallas, Houston, Memphis. I mean, there's never a night off, and the Pelicans, boy, they've got a long way to go to get out of the cellar in this division.
Here's Ellis after the made shot from Steamsma. Right inside, guarded by Steamsma, and it's Wright missing.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy, just really working hard on the board.
And the basket by Gordon.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
Ellis kicks to Carter. Back to Ellis. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Pelicans lead by 5. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Coach, how would you evaluate your team's performance thus far?
You know, I like the way we're playing tonight, but, you know, 1 or 2 untimely turnovers, these guys are going to convert quickly, so we have to play an aggressive but precise game.
Coach, appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Happy Tuesday to all of you from us at 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. The New Orleans Pelicans have the lead against Dallas. Wiping the glass defensively. Look, no streaks. They're preventing any second chance opportunities. The first half performance by Eric Gordon, just terrific. He's up to 14 points and has kept everyone else involved, piling up the assists. And for the Mavericks, they're still gutting it out. They've gone to their bench for the spark, and it's fired. Big scoring off the pine. The leading scorer, Monte Ellis. Seems like everything's falling for him. Not sure if he even knows how to miss. And that's all we got for you here in the studio. Time to send you back out to Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris for the start of the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
An impressive nighttime view of the American Airlines Center here in Dallas, Texas, as we return to NBA action.
What a game for Ellis. He's got 21 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Now, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
Mavericks trail by 5. Marion and Nowitzki at the forwards. Calderon is out there with Ellis, and it's Dallenberg in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Taken away by Holiday. Here's Davis, and that one's good. Davis has got the first bucket of the third here for the Pelicans.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, the Mavericks have been a terrific franchise. Since the turn of the century, 11 straight 50-win seasons, 3rd longest streak in NBA history, culminating all with that NBA championship in 2011. But as much success as this team has enjoyed, it's also shown a restless eye, unusually willing to part with great players, whether Steve Nash or Tyson Chandler. And with the Mavs of late unable to attract the top free agents with their cap space, some fans might be left wondering if perhaps they should have danced with the ones who brought them. Guys?
Interesting, Doris. Thanks. And it's Gordon missing.
Injury has always been the big concern when you talk about Eric Gordon, but if you're a team, you have to roll the dice on him just because he's such an explosive scorer when he's healthy.
Now, here's Dallenberg. Nowitzki in the post, guarded by Holiday. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
5 seconds on the shot clock. 5.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. There's the dish to Gordon. Holiday, the pass to Smith. Evans kicks to Holiday. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, going back to Eric Gordon, Clark, you said roll the dice, and roll the dice the Pelicans did, matching the Suns' max offer, Steve, to get him.
Well, you know, he's had a history of injuries, and so it made the decision from New Orleans a little more difficult. And if you're Phoenix, you look back on it now and you think, well, maybe it's a good thing New Orleans matched, because Gordon missed most of last season in New Orleans.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Holiday.
This last summer, the Mavs asked fans to submit some redesigns of their uniforms for future use. Always kind of neat to see when a team and organization reaches out for the fans' input.
Now here's Calderon. 6 points for him. Ellis goes in. Davis with the block. Now Evans. Pass to Holiday. Outside, Davis. No good. Nice D from Nowitzki. And back to the Mavs. Definitely a big move by them to reach out like that. Nothing like bringing crowdsourcing to the NBA and building a bridge, Steve, with your fan base.
Kevin, I had a chance to see some of the designs of the uniforms that were being suggested. Some pretty sharp-looking duds, but there were some other ones that were absolutely hideous. So let's hope the decision makers in the Mavs organization pick some of the let's say the more clean-looking new uniform suggestions.
And the first one drops.
Since the Southwest Division was created, the Mavs have always been in the hunt to win it every year. But last season, their division title hopes were dashed early on because of a poor start.
So he gets them both. And the Mavs would end up fourth in the division with a 7-9 mark against the other four teams. Steve, strange not to see them in the top half of the division.
Yeah, that's for sure. But you look at the Southwest, San Antonio still rolling. Houston improving dramatically. Even New Orleans now making a step. And Memphis, they had an awesome season a year ago. So, boy, that Southwest, it might be the toughest division in the NBA.
Here's Calderon after Drew Holiday's score. Calderon kicks to Murray. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Now that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Calderon against Holiday.
Sometimes it's as simple as just being recommitted defensively. They've stepped it up here in the second half at that end of the floor.
Kicks it to Evans. Davis setting the pick for Evans. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Now, tough call there on that illegal screen.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Calderon against Holiday. The drive by Ellis. He feeds it to Dallenberg. Now the pass to Calderon. Just 5 to shoot. The turnaround Jay. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Marion.
He typically may not contribute a lot, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have the ability to.
And Holiday kicks to Evans. Holiday dishes to Gordon. It's Evans on the wing. The feed to Smith. No good. Excellent D there from Dallenberg. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. That is good. And now just a 3-point Pelican lead. New Orleans has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Holiday, the pass to Evans. Back to Holiday. Launches a 3. And there's Eric Gordon on the assist by Holiday. And that's now 17 points for Eric Gordon. And the Mavericks call time here. We've seen Eric Gordon really having a great game.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Rick Carlisle was going over with his team in that last huddle. They need to get the ball into the post. He made that abundantly clear. Their entry passes haven't nearly been sharp enough for him. He also brought up the issue of perimeter defense and reminded his players to play very tightly on their outside shooters. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Now here's Ellis. He's got 21. Here's Nowitzki. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Pelicans leading by 6. And Holiday kicks to Gordon. Makes it off the glass. Gordon's got 5 points now this quarter. And so it's Dallas with it. Ellis kicks to Calderon. On the wing, Marion. Marion, right side, makes it off the glass. Marion's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it. I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly. Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
Free throw, good, Holiday.
Well, this season, a new mascot, new team colors, and a brand new state-of-the-art 50,000 square foot practice facility for the Pelicans. It's not just a new paint job, folks. This is a franchise doing some exciting stuff.
Anderson, he's checked in for New Orleans. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And Clark, you mentioned the new colors for the Pelicans. No longer the purple, teal, and gold of the Hornets, but blue, gold, and red from the city flag of New Orleans. Steve, looks pretty good.
It does look good. And remember the other connections. I mean, the blue is featured on the Louisiana State flag. Gold, Mardi Gras color, of course. You know, and then you think about the connection to the plumage of the brown pelican, which I've studied for years. And then, of course, red. I mean, the red represents... I have no idea what red represents, Kevin.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too.
Now here's Ellis. He's got 21. Knocked away and stolen by Gordon. The finish finishes the break with a slam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
Man, if we see a few more of them, this game could be in danger of getting out of hand quickly.
Here's Ellis. The Pelicans make their last shot. Dishes it to Calderon. He kicks it to Marion. Got a piece of it. Oh, trying for it. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Pelicans leading by 10. Rivers dishes to Gordon. And here's Aminu. Down low. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Aminu. Anderson's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Now here is Harris. He's got 5. Ellis goes in. Passes it to Crowder. Just 5 on the clock. Right. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Aminu. A nice shot by Rivers. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
They are owning the lane right now. Every one of their last 10 points has come either at or near the rim.
Great looks in tight because they're finding lanes to the hoop whenever they want them.
And the Mavericks call time here.
He just is not happy with how his team is executing. And they've been on the wrong side of this run. It's time for a momentum shift.
You know, sometimes just getting off the court, taking a break, and coming back out fresh will give you a chance to pull together.
Evans with the steal. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Oh, that's blocked. Carter outside. Pass to Wright to end the run. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
New Orleans leading by 12. Rivers passes to Gordon. From 10 feet out, and yes, sir, that one drops. Gordon's got 11 points in the quarter.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
Now here is Harris. He has 5. Ellis kicks to Wright, stolen by Gordon. To the left side wing. Aminu dishes to Anderson. Here's Gordon. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Gordon's got 27.
And another gap in the defense found right there. This is one of the worst defensive performances I have ever seen.
There were a lot of questions as to whether Anderson would be as effective coming off the bench as he was as a starter, but he showed that no matter how he's used, he can come in and hit from deep.
Here's Rivers. He's got 7. Here's Evans. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Evans has got 12.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
Ellis kicks to Wright. And Al-Farouq Aminu gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Ellis outside. Feeds it to Crowder. Drops in the layup for 2. And for the Pelicans, a nice front court rotation with Anderson, Lopez, and Anthony Davis. And you get offense and defense.
Yeah, still young, all on very reasonable contracts. The Pelicans have gotten a lot of phone calls about Ryan Anderson, no question. He is coveted around the league, but they consider him a key piece of this young roster, particularly putting him around Anthony Davis to keep defense off of him.
Now here's Ellis, following the shot by Evans. Shot clock at 6, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
6 seconds.
6 to shoot. Right, the pass to Ellis. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Ellis has got 26 points. Pelicans leading by 11. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Kevin, Monty Williams was just going over the plan with his team. He told his guys that offensive rebounding is what they need to most improve on. He told them that they should have far more second chance points than they have to this point. He then made another statement, telling his guys to stay alert and aware when defending the outside shot, saying, quote, "They can hurt us on the perimeter if we don't stay right up on them." Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Anderson can't get it to go. Mavericks trailed by 11. Harris outside. There's a minute left in the third. And that one's good, Ellis.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Now, here's Aminu. Near the three-point line, it's Gordon. Drained for 2 points. Gordon's got 15 points in just the second half. Dallas has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Ellis dishes to Harris. Harris gets the screen from Ellis. Right, left side.
Yeah, the defender draped all over.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
The Mavericks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Well, this is a good free throw shooting team a year ago. They hit about 79% of their free throws as a unit.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
And he makes the first.
For a little while in the recent past, it seemed as though the Mavericks were becoming a slowdown team, but last year they got back to running and gunning and ended up being one of the best offensive teams in the league.
Good on both.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
Aminu with it, now guarded by Crowder. That drops. Anderson's got 9 points.
Beautiful lead pass there. He let his teammate run right underneath it.
Gordon against Ellis. Harris kicks to right. Back to Harris. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. New Orleans on top. They lead by 11. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. Davis and Smith together down low. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. Smith on the wing. 5 on the clock. Releases. That one wide left. Mavericks trail by 11. Carter, the pass to D'Alembert. Calderon with it. Calderon gets a screen from D'Alembert. It's stolen by Davis. And now it's Davis running. He can go all the way. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the score by New Orleans. Carter dishes to Calderon. Pass to Nowitzki. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. And it's 8 points for Nowitzki.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Outside Holiday. Evans kicks to Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. Gordon for 3, and it's blocked by Marion. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Carter for 3, another 3 for Dallas.
When he came off that screen, the defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Now here is Holiday. Here's Davis. Soft touch off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've seen him make over and over again.
Now here's Calderon. Marion passes to D'Alembert. That's good.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
Pelicans leading by 8. Holiday dishes to Evans. Back to Holiday. No luck. Nice D from Jose Calderon. Dallas has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. He dishes it to D'Alembert. And that one's good. D'Alembert's got 4 points in the quarter.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Gordon with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Gordon kicks to Holiday. Back to Gordon. Here's the 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Calderon's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The dish to D'Alembert. Pelicans pull it in. Holiday's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Gordon. Evans outside. Back to Gordon. All alone. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got 3 assists now in this one.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Calderon, no good.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Evans passes to Smith. Down low. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And it's a 10-point Pelican lead.
How about the delivery in the lane? Just perfectly done.
Marion, a screen on Gordon. Marion setting the pick for Carter. Calderon gets a screen from D'Alembert. Marion, right side. Second shot opportunity. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Looking at the numbers for Dirk Nowitzki, he has 8 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
Well, that's obviously not a big number, but he's been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
First one falls for him.
Well, last season was Dirk Nowitzki's 15th in the NBA and maybe his toughest. He underwent a knee scope right before the start of the season, missed about 2 months of action, and the Mavericks ended up missing the playoffs.
Ellis, he's checked in for Dallas. He hits both from the stripe. Speaking of Nowitzki, he expressed some concern about the direction of the Mavericks himself last year.
Yeah, after that championship season, they let go of some of their good players, especially Tyson Chandler. But they were trying to free up cap space and lure a top free agent. They were left holding the bag, basically. But Nowitzki wants to retire a Mav, and hopefully they can provide a contender for him.
Now here's Gordon. They grab their own miss. Evans with it, picked up by Ellis. Gordon kicks to Holiday. Smith with a screen on Calderon. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Now, tough call there on that illegal screen.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
Mavericks trailed by 8. D'Alembert sets a screen for Calderon. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Plenty of daylight on that shot. 12 points for Nowitzki.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
Back to Holiday. Evans outside. Evans off the pick from Davis. And that's Evans penetrating and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
You look at Tyreke Evans, and he has the physical tools to excel at all facets of the game, but one habit that he can get into which holds him back is that sometimes he can get caught watching the play instead of being part of it.
And that one falls for Evans. And for Evans, so used to playing, Steve, with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, but the best slashers also can make those dive cuts without the ball on the weak side. And I think that's where Evans can possibly find some easy points playing that position.
He hits both from the stripe.
And we're seeing the Mavericks unable to defend against Evans.
He has 14 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
Yeah, he really is. He's always looking to make the passes. Head up, eyes up, trying to find the open teammate.
Now here's Ellis. And the shot is good. Ellis has got 30 points.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Holiday against against Calderon. Outside Gordon. On the wing, Evans. Ellis against Gordon. The shot from the low post is good. Gordon's got 4 points in the quarter. Mavericks trailed by 8. Here's Calderon. Nowitzki with the screen on Holiday. Calderon with it. And it's Gordon picking him up, and it's good. That's now 32 points for Ellis.
And the buckets always coming in bunches for him. And right now, they are really rolling.
Evans kicks to Holiday. Kicks it out to Evans. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Samuel Dallenberg picks one up.
Another season and another drop in the numbers from Tyreke Evans, including his minutes. But if you look at his percentages, he's the most efficient scoring of his career so far. A lot has been said about him slumping since his historic 25-5 rookie season, but fans should be encouraged by how he played.
And he knocks down the first one. And for Tyreke Evans, a player who's had the ball in his hands his whole life, it's had to, be a tough adjustment, learning to play off the ball.
Yeah, I think that's been the big challenge. And he's not a great shooter, so players who are used to handling the ball and don't shoot particularly well, now all of a sudden it's a really big adjustment trying to figure out that new position.
And both free throws good for Evans.
And if they continue to shoot well from the free throw line like they are, their lead is going to be pretty steady here.
That's not an overstatement. They've literally not missed a single foul shot this half.
Now here's Ellis. The offensive rebound, Dallenberg, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Samuel Dallenberg out of Haiti, guys. 6'11" with long arms. That size makes him a fearsome rebounder and shot blocker, and also a pretty good offensive rebounder as well.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. Monty Williams had some words for his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Now here's Gordon. Kicks it to Davis. The pass to Holiday. 6 to shoot. Back to Gordon. From the arc. And the Pelicans miss again. And Dallenberg not just rebound or defender. He can give you some scoring as well. And last season, Steve, perhaps his best offensively.
Well, he's an underrated shooter from mid-range, and I think he came into the league pretty raw, but now that he's in his 30s, he's really improved that shooting stroke, something that most players do over the course of their careers because of all the work they put in.
And that one's good, Ellis.
Well, you don't expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Holiday dishes to Gordon. He feeds it to Evans. He kicks to Davis. Evans passes to Davis. Some solid D from Nowitzki. Mavericks trailed by 4. Calderon dishes to Ellis. On the wing, Merritt. Ellis kicks to Calderon. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's the 3. And the shot is good.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
And here's Gordon. Jose Calderon getting his 3 to go.
Well, Eric Gordon, when he's healthy, is really an explosive and efficient scorer. He's able to spread the floor with his three-point shooting, and he is relentless in attacking the rim for hoops when he's healthy.
And Gordon standing just 6'3", but with his powerful frame, he's able to power his way often to the rim.
Yeah, he's so good using his strength to get inside and draw contact to get to the line and finish plays in which he's been fouled.
The first one falls.
Gordon playing very well. 34 points and 2 steals. He's given them a lot with his passing and with his defensive work.
Well, he's been so active on the court at both ends and really playing a nice game.
And he makes both free throws. Now Calderon. Ellis outside. Back to Calderon to tie it up. Another three for Dallas.
Wow, this is impressive. They have officially hauled themselves all the way back into a game that appeared to have gotten away from them.
I didn't think they could pull it off, quite honestly, but here we are. Tie game, 4th quarter, and now you've got to love their chances.
And here's Gordon. Jose Calderon hitting his 3 to go. And Holiday, here we go. And finished off by Davis. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Here is Calderon. Ellis outside. The feed now to D'Alembert. Dishes to Calderon. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Shot clock at 5. Here's Marion. Misses off the right iron.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
And the basket by Gordon. And it's a 4-point Pelican lead.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
And here is Ellis. This is it to Calderon. Here's Marion. And it's Sean Marion again missing. New Orleans got in the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Holiday the pass to Gordon. Back to Holiday. Pass to Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 14 points for Davis.
What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on him.
Dallas calls timeout. They trail by 6. 1:32 left in the 4th. Ellis against Gordon. Nowitzki sets a screen for Ellis. Feeds it to D'Alembert. Yep, it goes in. The Pelicans lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Monte Ellis. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're up by 4. 1:22 left to play here in the 4th. Holiday attacking. Pass to Gordon. Pulls up on the wing, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Ellis kicks to Mary. They get the rebound. D'Alembert nails it, and now they trail by just 4.
See how he used the rim to protect the ball perfectly from the defender on that reverse.
Holiday goes in. Stolen by Ellis. Calderon dishes to Nowitzki. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Calderon passes to Marion. Nowitzki inside. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Nowitzki, what an offensive force he can be.
New Orleans has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Holiday. Money!
That is a clutch shot if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, very gutsy there. What more can you say? He got it done at the best time.
Dallas calls timeout. They're losing by 4. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. Dallas off a pick from Nowitzki. Buries it, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup. Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
And they go to the intentional foul. The first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Back to Calderon from the arc. No good.
Good solid defense on the perimeter there, challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Tyreek, what was the focus on strategy for this team coming into tonight's game?
Playing hard. You had a meeting today as a team, and we just wanted to come in here and play hard with energy. That's where it starts from. We did a great job that night.
Tyreek, thank you. Kevin, amazing what can happen when you play hard.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Eric Gordon.